Welcome back. With so many social media platforms, how do you keep up? Well, maybe you don't have to. I talked to a social media mogul and also a serial entrepreneur, Dan Fleyshman, who has worked with influencers like the Kardashians to help us all figure out which platforms will benefit our specific careers.
Dan, everyone knows you have to have some sort of social media presence if you want maybe a job or to grow a business, but I hear so much about Clubhouse anymore. What is it? I really don't know anything about it.
Well, what's fascinating about Clubhouse is it's the audio-based version. It's like an interactive podcast, right? The difference is on a podcast, you listen to someone that you look up to for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then you turn it off, right? You work out with it, you listen to it. But on Clubhouse, imagine if you could interact with the guest or the host or their friends. That's what Clubhouse is like, is that you actually get to listen to them talking with each other. Maybe there's 2 of them, maybe there's 30 of them, and then you can raise your hand, go up on stage and talk with them as well.
So it's like a question and answer session, almost like you were live after the speech?
Yes.
Okay. Now, who is this platform good for?
So what's interesting is it's mostly, I'd say, entrepreneurs, people that are podcast listeners are kind of the ideal person for it. However, all cultures, all age groups, all business levels, you've got zillionaires, you've got startup entrepreneurs, you have people just interested in the art space or the NFT space or the sports card space or social activism.
Oh, no wonder I'm overwhelmed by Clubhouse. Okay, maybe I'll think about that one. LinkedIn, who do you recommend is on LinkedIn?
So if you are over 18 years old and you have a job, want a job, have a career, want a career, are an investor, you have to be on LinkedIn.
Wow.
It's like you
Everyone
have to. It's your business card, right?
Do you engage with people on LinkedIn?
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
So you will have, like, what's fascinating is for the last 2 years, LinkedIn finally became like a social platform in the business space. For a decade, they weren't. You didn't do any social media there. Now they have likes, comments, shares, video, photo, etc. So now I'll do a post, I might get 4,000 views or 6,000 views. Sometimes they get 100,000 views and 200,000 views because business people are sharing it. But what's more important is getting 10,000 views on LinkedIn. I would rather have that than 100,000 on Instagram because these 10,000 people have a job, want a job, have a career, own a company, are an investor. So it's showing exactly to an audience that I care about for my business rather than the masses.
This is showing I haven't been on LinkedIn in a couple of years because I didn't even know that was an option. Yeah, I deserve that finger wag there. Twitter, I am on Twitter, but do I need to be?
So Twitter's kind of like shouting down a hallway and then hoping someone responds. And so Twitter's
terrible.
more fun to like interact, and you can tweet at people that you want to or at businesses. It's really great for customer service. If you have a company, people can tweet at you and you can respond. But overall, Twitter is one of the hardest platforms to grow on, simply because even when you do something funny or smart and creative, it can get zillions of views. Doesn't necessarily translate to followers.
TikTok, obviously we've heard so much about this during the pandemic. My mom is a realtor and she was asking about TikTok, should she be on it? And I said, I don't know if that's the platform you need. Is it more for young kids?
So what's interesting about every platform is they're free, and free, right?
Yeah.
All the main platforms are free. And so let's say your mom makes a real estate video and she makes it in front of it. It doesn't have to be funny. She doesn't have to be dancing around. She shows, there's videos about real estate that are getting tens of millions of views.
Oh, wow.
I mean, like fascinating stuff. And all it is it shows like bought house for 400,000, did 30,000 improvements, sold for 520,000, made 90,000. You know, like they do like a simple thing like that.
Yeah.
18 million views, right? You
Wow.
might make 20 or 30 videos like that to have that one situation happen. But what is the real risk of doing it, right? There's no real risk. You're not doing anything controversial. You don't have to be overly silly. You can still be business-like. However, what if you do get 18 million views of your real estate video? Imagine what your inbox is going to look like of people wanting to buy or sell a house through you.
Yeah.
Now I'll have to teach my mom TikTok. You can learn more from Dan at 100millionacademy.com.